For 19 years my world had been a canvas painted only in shades of gray, from the muted charcoal of the night sky to the washed-out silver of the morning sun. My life was a monochrome photograph. It was a secret I'd trusted Jackson Hollis, and only Jackson Hollis, to keep. He was my childhood, my first love, my everything, the steady, reliable grayscale pillar in my colorless existence. But tonight, on his 19th birthday, he was shattering that trust for the amusement of a campus queen, grinding our shared history into dust under the heel of his new popularity. Jax, I specifically wore white for your party. Brielle Langley pouted, her fingers digging into the sleeve of his leather jacket. Her voice, usually dripping with a practiced, syrupy sweetness, now held a sharp, petulant edge. And your little shadow here decides to copy me? Is she trying to be ironic or just pathetic? Her words landed like tiny shards of glass in the pulsing, neon-drenched air of the karaoke lounge. The circle of Jackson's friends, a rotating cast of faces I barely knew, chimed in with the practiced sycophancy of a loyal court. Totally pathetic. Seriously, Jax, you need to handle this. It's just embarrassing. Talk about awkward. Way to kill the vibe. Cleo. Their casual cruelty was a familiar sting, a swarm of invisible needles piercing the fragile armor I wore. Every day, I instinctively looked down, my hands twisting the fabric of my white sundress, the dress Jackson had given me for my 18th birthday. It looks like moonlight. See, he had whispered then, his voice warm against my ear as we sat on his porch swing. You look beautiful in it. The memory, once a source of comfort, now felt like a betrayal. Tears pricked the corners of my eyes, hot and shameful. I fought them back, refusing to give Brielle the satisfaction of seeing them fall. Jackson, I whispered, my voice barely audible over a terrible off-key rendition of a pop song. I felt small, insignificant, like a ghost haunting the edges of his bright new life. I reached for his arm. A desperate, instinctual gesture. He flinched away, a barely perceptible movement, but it felt like a physical blow. His eyes, when they met mine, were filled with an impatience that made my stomach clench into a tight, cold knot. I didn't copy her, I explained, my words tumbling out in a breathless, desperate rush. You know I can't. I didn't know we'd be wearing the same color. This is the dress you gave me. You said you loved it. Jackson's jaw tightened, a muscle flexing in his cheek. He ran a hand through his perfectly styled hair, a gesture of pure frustration. Enough, Cleo, stop making excuses. He cut me off, his voice cold and loud enough for the others to hear. Brielle isn't the kind of person to make things up for no reason. My fingers, which had been clinging to the edge of his jacket, were pried away one by one. His touch was clinical, detached, as if he were handling something unpleasant. He gestured across the street towards a brightly lit boba tea shop, its sign a blur of indistinguishable light. Go get her a drink, an apology, make it room temperature. She's on her period, can't have anything cold. His final words were a hammer blow, each one cracking the foundation of what I thought we were. It's my birthday, don't embarrass me. Seeing me hesitate, frozen by the sheer callousness of his demand, he grabbed my arm. His grip was hard, insistent. He pulled me towards the curb, away from the warmth of the lounge and into the cool night air. He pointed at the crosswalk signal, a glowing orb of gray against the darker gray of the night. It's green, he said, his voice suddenly softening into a familiar, treacherous warmth that I had trusted my entire life. You can go.